106.1 Kiss FM. Billy the Kid hanging out in the studio with Adam Lambert.
Yo.
How are you, man?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm really good. Tell us about that. We're excited about the album, Trespassing, coming out.
Yeah, me too.
When's the exact date when it's coming out?
I don't know. I wish I knew. April is what I keep telling everybody.
That's good.
I invented a month. Yeah, it's actually
good.
2 months in one. So,
is it because maybe you've really taken your time with this album?
I have. I mean, there's some logistical things we wanted to get worked out, but also there were some last minute songs that I decided to record. So it was kind of a just under the wire thing, and we made the decision. You know what? Let's just push it an extra month or two, and it'll be worth it.
It probably feels good to take your time. Not that you were incredibly rushed, but maybe to a point.
I definitely was rushed.
You were rushed because of Idol, I'm sure.
Yeah. And I mean, and I'm really proud of the album, but this process has been very different. I've really gotten to, nitpick and make the songs just perfect in my mind.
You're co-writing like every song.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
And executive producing the album, which is really cool too, so that I can kind of oversee it creatively, which is cool.
A little bit stressful too, to a point.
I mean, I think I'm kind of a control freak, so I like I like being in control of it. And I think, having time really takes some of the pressure off of it because I'm able to kind of really make sure that this is what I want the album to sound like.
How do you just go nonstop? It seems like you toured like a maniac.
Yeah.
Now you're making, another album. How do you do it all?
I actually, aside from working on the album this last year, I only had 3 shows.
Oh, so you've had a little time.
So I've had a little downtime, a little time at home. I've become awfully domestic.
That's what I saw in an interview.
I was ready to get on the road and feel like a crazy rock star again. But it was good. It was good for me to kind of get my feet on the ground, kind of get back into the groove with family and friends, and write songs from that perspective.
Yeah. I saw an interview. I said maybe his secret and his trick is juicing, because I saw that you were juicing. I was like, maybe that's it.
It's amazing. It really actually, I feel like an infomercial. Like I'm endorsing, so I should probably come out with my own juicer now to get people to buy it.
But it really, because I was thinking about doing it.
It's great, and they're not that expensive. You get them at home. You have to buy a lot of produce from the grocery store, but it's worth it. You feel like it's better than a cup of coffee in the morning. You feel like energized if you just have fresh juice.
Changes your mood, everything.
Yeah, and you're getting all your vitamins, and it's really good for your system, and yeah.
Maybe I need to do. I don't know about the 3 days without eating. Though.
Well, it's not as hard as it sounds. You just have to drink a lot of water. And you're basically getting a bunch of vegetables. They're just in liquid form. So you're getting food.
I guess so,
you're getting nourishment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Now, we were talking about your fans earlier, and you have a wide variety of fans. I'm not going to say they're passionate. That's the perfect word.
Yeah, very passionate. They're fans. That's how fans, they're the dream fans, I think.
They are the dream.
Yeah.
I was going to say they're different from most fans, and they are so involved in everything you do, from personal to career.
Yeah, I know.
I know, yeah. You're like, yeah.
It's very flattering.
It's a blessing.
Yeah. At
times, though, it's got to be a little bit stressful, maybe, to a point.
No, it's not stressful. It's all coming from a good place, and when you see it that way, it's not, there's nothing wrong with it.
What do you think makes them feel so attached to you?
I don't know. I try to live pretty openly. I try to be really honest and real about things, and maybe that's the thing connecting.
Yeah.
And hopefully my music too.
Yeah, definitely the music. But how do you maintain somewhat of a personal life? Or do you?
That's one of the prices of being in the public eye is you give a little bit of that away, but it's worth it. I have a house that I really like to stay in, and I'm very comfortable there. So when I go home, I got domestic this year. So I like to just be at home.
Is having a relationship hard? New relationship, somewhat new?
Well, I think, like I said, being at home a lot this year has been nice because I've gotten to kind of live the closest thing to a normal type of life that I've had in a long time. So, the next step is doing long distance traveling, working thing, and I think it's going to be just fine.
Now, how does he handle everything with the fans and
I don't know. You'd have to ask him. I really don't know.
It would be pretty tough.
He does a really good job, though.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Speaking of domesticated, I'm thinking to myself, what's in it? You said in an interview, I'm pretty boring, actually. I can't picture that.
No, I kind of realized this year, I'm like, all I do is we make food, we go on we run a little bit, do a little exercise, watch movies. It's very low key. Really? Very, very low key. Yeah, but like I said, I think I needed that. I think I needed a year of kind of just chilling, working on my music, focusing on that, and not having to stress about all the outside things.
Yeah, and you're excited to get back on the road and do shows.
Yeah, it feels really good to I've been traveling to radio stations now. I'm going to be doing that for the next few weeks, and it feels really good to be able to perform for the audience, perform stuff they already know, and then to perform new stuff. It feels great.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
How do you deal with the rumors, though? Do you just not read the blogs and pay attention, or do you just shut it off?
they're
off.
actually really funny.
I was going to make you laugh
really?
at them.
How did you guys get that out of that? You know.
What's the craziest one you've heard lately?
Oh God. Lately. I don't know. Have you heard any crazy ones?
No, I mean, I just think every other day I think, well, he's the lead singer of this band, or he's got...
Oh, yeah. Well, the Queen thing is so cool. I got asked by Queen to perform with them this summer in July at the Sonosphere Festival in the UK. And it's one night. It's going to be like an hour-long set, give or take. And we're doing a warm-up gig like the week before in Moscow.
Wow.
And I'm really excited. I'm like, I can't believe they asked me. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
But, earlier, before the main announcement was made, it was kind of like, oh, Adam Lambert joined Queen, is now the new frontman, and he's going on tour. And I was like, well, there's no tour. And I'm my own frontman. I have my own album to promote, so that's kind of my focus.
Like everything that happens just gets amplified.
Yeah, it's the game of telephone. It's like high school, really.
Yeah.
It's like the lockers in high school. It's like just word travels around and becomes a different story. But it's part of the business, and it's kind of just, you just kind of have to accept it.
Being an Idol alumni, what do you think of all the new, just never-ending talent shows that have kind of come out afterwards? You have so many, and the competition seems like it's even more fierce between the shows themselves.
Yeah, I think all the networks want their own version. I
right.
think. I think it's great. I think that to create platforms for new talent to be discovered and to be introduced to the public, we need that as artists. The recording industry's changed a bit, since the whole MP3 thing, and it's harder to break into it. It's harder to get signed to a major label these days. So it's really nice to have a PR platform like these talent shows.
Yeah, it's just changed the way things happen.
Yeah.
That's why you're so thankful for the fans, and you treat them so well, because really, they kind of power your career.
Oh yeah. If it weren't for the fans, I wouldn't be making a second album. No way.
You don't think so?
And no, I don't. And Idol itself is a show that I really feel like I needed in order to introduce myself. I don't think I would have been signed to a label as a pop act.
Yeah.
I don't really fit the mold so much. So I think it was nice to be on a show like that where I could prove myself, both talent and the fact that I have a group of people that I like to connect with, and I think the record labels saw that. So
and now,
I needed it.
Now more music, and we love that. Trespassing, April is a good release date. We like that. Adam, thank you so much.
You guys are going to love this album.
Yeah, to talk real quick, because I forgot to ask you about the album itself. I know, obviously, the single Better Than I Know Myself, that's one vibe, but I don't know what the album's going to sound like, but I picture...
That first single. The first single is great. I love it. I think it's emotional, and it's a great way to kind of connect with everybody's heart.
Yeah.
To connect that way before the rest of the album unfolds. The rest of the album is like. The first half of it's like crazy disco electro funk.
Really? That's what I was asking.
It's crazy. I worked with Pharrell Williams, which was great. Worked with Bruno Mars. Worked with Dr. Luke, Nile Rodgers. So it's like real funky dance music. And then the back half of the album is a lot angstier. It has a lot of darker, kind of atmospheric, more emotional songs.
You pour a lot of your personal life into the records.
Yeah, I did.
That's good though. That's awesome. Guess that's why you have to take your time on it too.
Yeah,
so.
But wait until you hear this dance music. I think
that's what I'm excited about.
Oh my gosh, I think people are going to love it.
I think it's going to be great.
I hope so.
Well, I'm sure they will. Thank you, Adam. We appreciate it. April, you just follow him. You can follow him on Twitter to see exactly when the date is. You pick the date.
Yeah,
to be
once
released.
it gets picked.
Yeah, once it gets picked.
Yeah,
and we look forward to it, man. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it, dude.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thanks.